Hey, Laken. Thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. Can you just take us through what it was like, breaking down some of the offensive struggles from yesterday?
I mean, you know, uh, just some players out there just couldn't execute on the level that we know we can that we've done before, and it's one of those you just got to watch the tape and critique ourselves hard, and come back to work this week.
How hard is that to do? I mean, that was a pretty gut-wrenching way to lose that game yesterday, basically a walk-off punt return. So how hard is it to get in there today and to try to move past that?
I mean, we have a lot of things, that we've done well, throughout the season, and our defense is balling right now. On offense, we got to do a better job helping them out, and but there's definitely things we can, get from the film, things we can, get better from, and we have, throughout the season. So, I have a complete faith that we'll come back this week and get it right.
Laken, what's the belief level in Zach right now inside the locker room?
I mean, it's high. He's our quarterback. What do you mean?
Well, he didn't play very well yesterday, right? He had 77 yards passing, and he's had some struggles. So I think the quarterback draws some scrutiny. There's a question of just what the belief level is like in him right now.
I mean, everyone, can go back and look at the game and, judge themselves and say they can do better. I can go back and say I've done better a couple plays. And, I'm sure everyone in the building is thinking that as well, players, coaches, but, the team that we got is a special team. And I have complete faith the guy's going to come back to work this week hungry.
Laken, as a veteran, do you talk to Zach after a game like that?
I talk to Zach every day. He's my quarterback, so.
But do you say anything specifically, about what happened yesterday? Or it's just, the usual stuff?
I talk to Zach every day. I just bring that some presence and veteran presence, and just talk to him, just about stuff and, what to expect, especially in this offense. I've been in this offense for a while, and, he's soaking up everything like a sponge. And kid's a great kid, and, he's taking everything, and I'm sure, he's going to go back just like all of us, going to critique himself and, find ways he can get better this week.
There's two sides of every player. We see the public side and there's also the private side. And so publicly, what we saw yesterday from Zach Wilson was a guy who really didn't take any accountability whatsoever for the mistakes that he made. What do you guys see behind the scenes when it comes to that with him?
I mean, it's on us. It's a team game. Everyone got to look deeper within themselves and figure out a way they can get better. This is the one player who's gonna, can't just go out there and play football by yourself. 1 versus 11. It's all 11 of us. So we're all gonna look deep within ourselves and find ways to get better this week and get ready for Chicago.
Laken, the guy next to you, Dwayne, we know what he went through in the beginning of the season with his shoulder and fighting it out. It looked like yesterday he was pushing through some things at the end of that game. You get to see it up close. Just how impressed have you been with the way he's played through all of this?
I mean, extremely impressed with him. Able to fight through what he's going through and give everything he can for the team. Completely selfless guy, and we do appreciate him in the room and in the offense.